Have you ever bought a bunch of very fresh cilantro? But after just a few days, when you open the refrigerator, the leaves have already turned yellow, become soft, and even developed an unpleasant smell? In the end, you have to throw the whole bunch away, feeling both wasteful and discouraged about cooking. While in reality, every time we cook, we only need a small amount of cilantro. I used to be the same. Until I realized cilantro is not difficult to store. We just haven't been using the right method. Hello everyone, I'm Mary. Today, I will share with you 4 very simple ways to store cilantro. Each method suitable for a different cooking habit. If you use cilantro often in your cooking, don't skip this video. Before storing, the first thing I always do is remove any yellow, bruised, or damaged leaves. This small step is very important. Just a few spoiled leaves left behind can quickly affect the whole bunch. Where are you watching this video from? Please leave a comment and let me know. After removing the damaged parts, we will have clean, fresh green bunches of cilantro, ready for each storage method. Method 1, for those who cook frequently. First, I take a clean paper towel. I don't soak it completely. Just lightly dampen it. So when I touch it, the towel feels soft. But no water drips out. The reason is that the root and base of cilantro already have the natural ability to retain moisture. If we add too much water, the cilantro can easily become soggy and soft. But if it's too dry, the herb will wilt quickly. So just a moderate level of moisture is the most ideal. Next, I gently wrap the damp paper towel around the root or base of the cilantro bunch. I don't wrap it tightly, just loosely enough so the towel hugs the base. After wrapping, I put the whole bunch into a Ziploc bag. Or you can also use a food container with a tight lid. I usually don't squeeze all the air out. Just seal the bag, so the cilantro won't dry out and won't absorb odors from the refrigerator. Then, I place the cilantro bag into the refrigerator's cooling compartment, preferably the vegetable drawer. If your fridge has one, the stable temperature there helps the cilantro stay fresh longer. With this method, cilantro can stay fresh for about 1 to 2 weeks. Each time I take it out to use, the leaves are still green, still fragrant, and look almost the same as the first day I bought them. What I really like about this method is that whether your cilantro has roots or not, you can still apply it. If you cook frequently and only need cilantro to season your daily meals, this is, in my opinion, the simplest and easiest method to maintain. Method 2, keep cilantro clean, dry, and fresh longer in the refrigerator. With this second method, I usually apply it when I buy cilantro in large quantities and want to store it longer in the fridge, while still keeping the green color and the natural fragrance. First, I cut off the roots. Have you subscribed to my channel yet? Please support me by pressing the subscribe button, so I have more motivation to make more helpful videos. Thank you very much. I don't throw the roots away, but set them aside separately. Later in the next part of the video, I will show you a very nice way to reuse these roots and grow fresh cilantro to use gradually in the kitchen. So remember to keep them. After cutting off the roots, I prepare a large bowl. I add 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of salt. Then pour in enough water to fully submerge the cilantro. I gently stir until everything dissolves evenly. Next, I gently place the cilantro into the water and soak it for about 10 minutes. I don't rub or scrub it. Just let the herbs soak naturally. The baking soda helps remove dirt And the salt water provides mild antibacterial support, making me feel more confident when using fresh herbs. After soaking, I take the cilantro out and rinse it again under clean water 1 to 2 times. Because cilantro leaves are very delicate, I always wash them gently to avoid bruising the leaves. When the herbs are clean, I place them in a colander and let them drain naturally for about 15 to 20 minutes. If I'm in a hurry, I use a clean paper towel to gently pat them dry. The drier the cilantro is, the longer it will last in the refrigerator. When the herbs are completely dry, I divide them into small bunches, just enough for each use. Doing this helps me avoid opening and closing the bag too many times, which could affect the remaining herbs. Next, I prepare parchment paper and gently wrap each bunch of cilantro. I wrap just enough, not too tightly, to avoid crushing the stems and leaves. The parchment paper helps keep the herbs dry, limits moisture, and prevents the leaves from turning dark. After wrapping, I put the cilantro bundles into a Ziploc bag or a food container with a tight lid. Then place them into the vegetable drawer of the refrigerator. With this method, cilantro can stay fresh longer than with regular storage. The leaves remain green, not soggy or soft. Method 3, Puree chop and freeze, the most convenient option for busy people. With this method, I no longer keep the cilantro in whole bunches, but prepare it in advance to use gradually. First, I take the cilantro that has already been cleaned. If you just followed method 2, then this cilantro is already very clean and dry, which is perfect for continuing with this method. I place the cilantro on a cutting board and cut it into sizes that suit my family's cooking habits. You can cut it into short segments to sprinkle on dishes, or chop it smaller if you usually use it for stir-fries, soups, or quick cooking dishes. I usually don't chop it too finely, just enough so that when cooking, the cilantro still keeps its clear fragrance and doesn't turn mushy. After chopping, I put all the cilantro into a clean Ziploc bag. I don't press it tightly, just gently spread it out so the herbs lie evenly in the bag. Doing this helps the cilantro freeze faster, and when needed, I can easily break off exactly the amount I want. Next, I place the cilantro bag into the freezer compartment. Many people think that frozen cilantro will lose its fragrance or won't taste good anymore. But in reality, that's not true. If the herbs are cleaned and thoroughly dried before freezing, then even after freezing, cilantro still keeps its characteristic aroma and quite a nice color. When cooking hot dishes, you can add the frozen cilantro directly into the pot. No need to thaw beforehand. My family really likes this method, especially on busy mornings or on days when we don't have much time to prepare. This method is most suitable if you are busy, cook quickly, and usually use cilantro for fully cooked dishes. Method 4, reusing the roots to have fresh cilantro in your kitchen. Now, we go back to the cilantro roots that I asked you to keep from the previous method. If you remember, these roots still have a lot of value. Instead of growing cilantro in soil, I choose a simpler, neater method. That is very suitable to place right in the kitchen, which is growing cilantro hydroponically, using a plastic bottle. First, I take a used plastic bottle. It can be a mineral water bottle or a regular drinking water bottle. I cut off the top part of the bottle to make a small hydroponic container. Next, I check the cilantro roots again. The roots should still be white, fresh, and have no strange smell. If there is still soil stuck to the roots, I gently rinse them under running water to make sure they are completely clean. Then, I place 2 to 3 cilantro roots into each plastic bottle. I don't put too many, because if it's too crowded, the plants won't grow well. Next, I pour clean water into the bottle so that it only covers the roots, not the stems. This is very important, because if the stems are submerged, the herbs can easily rot and spoil. To help the cilantro grow greener and healthier, I reuse eggshells that my family uses every day. I wash the eggshells, let them dry, then gently crush them into small pieces. After that, I add a small amount of the crushed eggshells into the plastic bottle, right under the cilantro roots. The eggshells will slowly release calcium, helping the herbs grow stronger. Without using chemical fertilizers, I place the bottle of cilantro in a bright, airy place, but not under direct strong sunlight. Every 2 days, I change the water once to keep it clean and odor-free. After just a few days, you will see new leaves start to grow, greener, more fragrant, and you can cut and use small amounts gradually, right in your own kitchen. This growing method is very simple, costs very little, and makes good use of plastic bottles and eggshells, which is both economical and environmentally friendly. If you also have parsley at home, you can apply these methods as well. Just choose the method that suits your habits, and you will see that storing herbs is not difficult at all. Like before, if you find this video helpful, please tap like, subscribe to the Merry Home channel, and share it with your family or friends. Thank you for spending time watching this video. See you again in my next sharing.